Legends tonight, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna do a quick little, like, old food stream. Man, my hair is weird. Okay. Dance out, Casey? Yep. Well, this will be it for tonight, more or less. Just a stream like this. Casual. Also, now that I got approval from one of the 3 people I work with, technically, Devil, Kyle, Mango, but their video is good to go. We'll be I'm moving forward with that, so I'll be spending more time editing that video. Also, my novel sort of like in the last phase too for the second novel. I kind of want to get that out of the way. So yeah, I would have other things to do at night, on top of having a headache and just being tired. Yep. That's because so just that was part of. Yes, that's just what's going on today. More or less, I'll probably just be doing like a little progress report on the channel for the most part during the stream. Nothing too crazy. Mainly keeps finding new God of War information every fucking day, basically. A little silly what that Twitter handle actually has. Yeah, I actually do look thinner. Damn. Anyways, how you guys doing tonight? I'm just having some good old BK, not sponsored. Yep. Overall. So, with the other side script done, I already have all the footage for it and everything. I just got to sit down and go through 10 hours of footage and, like, call that out. I'm having him work on a side project for it to add some more stuff into it, but that one, with the script handle, I just have to handle the voice side of things, and I have to look into the prices for voice actors. Yeah, we're going with AI. 100% we're going with AI. I'm not even up for debate. Voice actors are too expensive. Beyond that, though, as soon as the other video is done, the New Vegas one shouldn't take that long. But once our side is done, the pipeline can open up a little bit more and things can actually start catching, speed again. So that'll be good. Hopefully I have a Nier Automata book done too. Not written, but read, so I can do another book review on that at least. Since I can't read High School DxD right now, I figured I might as well read catch up with some Nier lore. That's fun. Something anime, yeah, actually. Something good. Oh man, my eyes are red. I work one day a week and just stop and stuff fall on Saturday. That probably means there won't be any stream Sunday. So because content. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Yeah, so that probably means there won't be any stream Sunday because Mangler won't be streaming Sunday, and I probably won't either. And Devil streaming Monday. I don't know. Devil really has his heart set on doing a DMC tier list. Maybe I'll see if he would rather do it Sunday, and then on Monday he can actually play. Eso todos puse la otra. Do I mean, Kyle? Just having some good old Burger King. Yeah. I will, at least for members, which is only like 3 people. Once the RSI video starts updating more regularly, I will be posting some snippets of the RSI video to get feedback on to see how the editing is going along, and then we'll go from there. RE4 Remake Yeah, no, it was always gonna get 10s out of 10s because the people, everyone loves Resident Evil 4. Like almost everyone loves Resident Evil 4. There was no way it was gonna get 10s out of 10s. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Especially if the rumors are true. From what Fetty was saying, that Ashley did get changed to be a lot more independent and like strong. I have no doubt in my mind it's gonna be like a perfect 10 out of 10 across the board. It's kind of weird that we've gone to the point now where being out of your depth just isn't like allowed anymore. At least if you're like a female character nowadays. I just don't get it. Oh, she's older in the remake, right? She looks older. I guess he put lipstick on pig gets 10 out of 10. I mean, that's basically what The Last of Us 2 did. And it got a TV show. A really popular TV show, actually. I've heard nothing but really good reviews for The Last of Us TV show. Which is kind of weird. I was kind of expecting that to be a little more polarizing. Who knew that if you make a game or make a TV show based on a game, it's basically a fucking movie already, then, holy shit, it actually translates well. I'm very curious to see how that God of War TV show is going to turn out. That one's going to be, I think, a real test. Did you play Last of Us when you watched the TV show? Well, did it change it in any way? Like, wasn't, I think it was episode 3, doesn't it have like a whole side plot that's on the game or something? How long is dinner gonna be? I mean, I'm already like halfway done, but like, I mean, I'll probably stick around for like another half an hour afterwards. Probably like, I'll take it a little easier. I don't order as much food anymore because I can't eat that much anymore after losing weight. One of the downsides of losing weight, you can't eat as much. But on days when I go to work, I still only eat like one meal in the morning, and I work like 8 hours with eating nothing, so I am a little hungry. Just not enough for 3 hamburgers anymore. Even though the smaller ones kind of give me problems now. It's the price I pay for losing weight, sadly. I actually had a customer, a regular, who walked up to me. He's like, "Man, dude, you look way different than when you started several years, like than when you started. Yeah, we can tell you lost a lot of weight." I'm like, "Hey, thanks, man." Oh no, you're paying with a $100 bill. No, I hate you again. Yeah, I don't know. The Last of Us. I think I played the first game on demo back when demos in stores were still a thing, and I didn't have a PlayStation, so it never really mattered to me. I was a little let down by Naughty Dog going the route they did. Personally, I was hoping for like another Jack game. That never happened. They really should just sell the rights to Insomniac Studios at this point. No, was it Insomniac who did Ratchet and Clank? What's wrong with paying with the $100 fucking bill? Because we're not a fucking bank. You there's a fucking problem if you walk into a grocery store, grab like 3 items that equal $5, and then spend fucking $100 in $1 bill. Go fuck yourself. You're just there for change. Go fuck yourself. It's a pain in the ass. Because it's not just one guy. It's never just fucking one person. It's like fucking 50 of them. Like every fucking time I work. It's like fucking 50 people show up to get fucking change for $100 bill. And the thing is that eats into your fives after a while. And you should not be spending $100 for $5 things. Like no, fuck out of here. At least where like in the state I live in, there are a lot of places. I'll pay with 5C coins. I would rather they pay me in coins. If someone was like, I will pay you with a $100 bill for like fucking like $20 worth of stuff, or I'll pay you all in pennies, I'll count the pennies. I will gladly count the pennies. That sounds like a better use of my time than actually fucking like taking a $100 bill. Currently, I still need more info before making my decision on Bayonetta. However, based on what I saw about Singularity's boss battle appearing in Bayonetta Origins, apparently Singularity states that in order to create his like or affirm phenomena, he needs Arc Eve Origin, which means that you can argue during the events of Bayonetta 3, he doesn't even have his fate manipulation power. He's either lying the entire time, or his fate manipulation is not what he claims it is. I think based on what he does, I think his fate manipulation is more based on future sight than it is actually manipulating fate until he gets Arc Eve Origin, which is the Bayonetta 3. Singularity? Based on what he says in the cutscene? Yeah. I don't know why Singularity is even there. It doesn't explain his origins. It doesn't explain anything. I don't know why he's a fucking boss battle. It makes no fucking sense why he's there. And to be clear, it is Singularity definition. It's not the first or second forms. It's the last form that appears in Bayonetta, Origins or whatever. So I don't understand what the fuck's going on there. AP wise, no. It just removes one of his better abilities. Yeah, because he does have future sight, or he can see into the future, but it's not very effective if it doesn't help him win any fights. We got the right eye of the world with some scaling, so that's cool. The hell? Not really any power scaling for the right eye of the world, just like it actually fucking does something for once, which is really nice. Yeah, well, I'm gonna wait till we get all the descriptions in the game and stuff and go from there. Because there might also be a guidebook in Japanese somewhere. Global marketplace. It's been a global marketplace for almost a decade now. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. So first off, Bayonetta does not fight Singularity in the game. Jean does. But secondly, it wouldn't make sense for a Singularity that can scale to a stronger version of Bayonetta to be at full power in this game and still lose to Jean in a fight. Because Jean's just a child. So is Bayonetta, obviously. So it would make no sense for this to be like the full power Singularity. I think this just looks like Singularity definition, but it's not actually Singularity definition. I think this is just what like he would end up looking like. It should be Singularity because he's after Archive Origin, but it's not. I don't think it's like the full power of like Singularity near the end. Otherwise, the scaling change just gets completely fucked. Okay, this is why I want to see what descriptions say because like there could be like a Japanese description or guidebook that says, "Oh, Singularity definition's final attack against Bayonetta," and then it's like, okay, well the scaling change is completely fucked there because that makes no sense. Also, they technically fight with Cheshire the entire time, not as they themselves. Yeah, mainly showing the God of War stuff, yeah. Hey mate, how's it going? Hello Newman. Going well. Have a good meal, thank you. I did not see the versus matchup you sent, no. Today's the one day I work, so been gone all day basically. Yeah, it's pure aqua sparkling water. I don't really have sugary foods right now for the most part. For the most part. I think I'll make an exception here and there. Because like everything has sugar in it. Go figure. Who could have guessed? Tex right now is saltless diet. Good luck with that one. Yeah, I think I'll just avoid like more. I think I'll just narrow it down to like more hardcore sugary things like chocolate and stuff. But like other things, maybe it'll be a little bit of a pass. Ugh. Sort of fucking over my work days though, because when I finish work, I'd buy like a $1 chocolate bar, like a little small one, and just eat that and go on my way home. Can't do that right now. So it sucks. Yeah. So, like I said at the beginning, but for those of you who are here right now, there will not be a stream later tonight. No league stream tonight. Because I'm a little tired overall, and I don't think I'd be able to perform as not in league, but like be able to like stream effectively while playing leagues. Because believe it or not, that does require a little bit more energy, just casually raging at leagues. Oh, I do need to look into AI voice acting. Now I've seen the prices. I'm too broke. Now I stream on Kyle's channel. Kyle does not stream Saturdays. Kyle's too busy. He's too busy finishing off Wesker versus what's his face? Not Cole McGrath. It's Albert Wesker versus Alex Mercer. Thank you. Thank you. Good job, me. What? Wait. Are you telling me that the singularity that appears in the past is singularity after the events of Bayonetta 3? Yeah, I thought they could destroy souls. He tried back time on his weekend. Okay. Careful, mine's the first thing you lose when you don't exercise it. Nah, no, because the name that popped in my head, I was like, okay, Albert Wesker versus Cole McGrath. No. It's like I connected the Cole McGrath. Oh, it's Alex Mercer. There we go. For some reason, Cole McGrath popped in my head for fucking Alex Mercer. I think it's because he kept talking about him fucking recently. So Kyle's still working on that video, so I doubt he'll be streaming tonight. So if I didn't have the headache on top of being tired, I'd stream tonight normally, but no. I don't think I'd be able to put in a good stream overall, and to me, there's no point doing a stream if that's gonna be the case. My time's better spent working on my novel and stuff. If push comes to shove, I'll do maybe like a stream Sunday. We'll see what happens there. Oh, excuse me.
Va a empezar a llover desde las 5 de la mañana.
¿A mí?
Mañana, avanza.
Oh. We'll see what happens though. That's so weird though. So post singularity claims that in order to have the ability to affirm the future, he needs Archive Origin. So yeah, no, I think that's still underspayed now regardless. What a weird fucking situation. Mango's found more information about God of War, but he's told me he's not going to include that in the main script for the video. That'll just be side content afterwards. So that video's still coming along. Well, I'm just going to say coming along. I assume it's coming along nicely, but, you know, I haven't even seen the script he's working on. I've just seen the information he's found. Has it been a good Resident Evil villain since Wesker? No. Well, I guess define villain. Do you mean like enemy you fight in a game, or do you mean like actual character villain that sticks around for a while? Since Wesker? Okay, so Wesker dies in 5. I don't know. I didn't think Usnak was better than Wesker. Simmons was alright, but I don't think he was better than Wesker. I didn't like Resident Evil 7 at all. I guess there's Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil 8, maybe? A lot of people liked her.
Ay, comprate otra vez estas papas feas.
Me gusta. Is he even country level? Yeah. I'll say this right now. We don't. We have enough evidence, enough hardcore evidence, and like some really stupidly blatant claims, not claims, statements that Uni Kratos I think is just dead. Honestly. Yeah, Wesker's death was good overall, but should have been more of a series finale. I don't think it should have been a season finale. I don't think it should have been a game finale. I think it should have been a series finale. Resident Evil's been struggling to catch his feet again ever since. Hello, Celicross. No leaks from tonight. Just this because my head hurts and I'm pretty tired. I don't think I'll be able to do a good stream of playing leagues or even playing leagues. I don't even think I might play leagues tonight. I think I might just skip it. Work on like my novel or something. Ironically enough, that takes less energy. I've got to look into AI voice acting now because I can't afford a real voice actor. Or actress in this case, technically. Because they be expensive. I guess we need more information at this point. Hey Kyle, how's it feel knowing that technically we were right about the world serpent not being like the size of the world? You know what just hit me in Ragnarok? I was talking to Mangler about this like I think like a month ago, and I was I was there pointing out how Kyle's thing was kind of silly, but then I was like, hang on a minute, the world serpent leaves Midgard during the events of Ragnarok, so his body leaves Midgard, which shouldn't be possible because the point of the world serpent is the body encompasses the entire world, but during Ragnarok, the world serpent talks to Atreus and just fucking leaves. I don't even think you see his body anymore. In order for that to make sense, his body can't. In order for that to make sense, his body can't even be the size of Midgard. So I think the dev statement about the world serpent's body being like actually kind of small might be fair game to use because it logically doesn't make sense otherwise. Unless I'm misremembering the cutscene, the world serpent's body is still there. It's just his head is gone, but I'm pretty sure his entire body leaves that area. And if that's the case, then yeah, the world serpent can't be the size of Midgard even because he can't realm travel as far as we know. Although giants can realm travel, but how big is Midgard supposed to be in God of War? Okay, do you want the honest answer or do you want the like God of War Scalers answer? Because I'd honestly rather give you the God of War Scalers answer. So this isn't new information Mangler found. This is already on VSB. But all of the pantheons exist on the same planet. That statement was discovered a while back. So the Norse pantheon, Greece, Egyptian, all of them, and you can already see this in Ragnarok. We talked about this during the Ragnarok streams. They're all on the same planet. They don't exist in different dimensions or anything. They're on the same planet. They're separated by geography. So the world serpent can only be as big as Norway because, well, actually, no, he has to be smaller because Midgard can only be Norway. Midgard shares a planet with Greece, Egypt, and all the others. So I think it's like, Kyle, how big is Norway? Norse mythology is Norway, right? I'm not crazy here. Is Norse mythology Norway? Not very big. Because keep in mind, so again, that's a real kick in the hindquarters. Scandinavia? Oh, it's even smaller. That's what she said. Hey.
Pinche, iré, voy a...
Muy bien.
No vas a creer.
Yo creo que me he hecho uno o dos.
Por eso, pero de esta vez y luego aquel perrato también.
Sí.
Y no, mañana vamos y nos traemos cenar.
Pues cuidado que no compramos tanto para que no para que si nos acabe en tiempo.
Ya, por eso. ¡Ay, Josué!
The point is, unless I'm mistaken with the cutscene, the World Serpent leaves Midgard without realm traveling as far as we know, which means that his body can't be the size of Midgard, which means that his statement of the World Serpent is kind of already kind of fucked. Along with everything else in God of War at this point. God, I miss real sugar. Gracias, señora Avenida. ¿Dame una toalla?
¿De dónde? ¡Ay! What the heck? Josué, put in the fucking trash.
Hey, don't use that kind of language on my Christian Minecraft server. Yeah. Honestly, Kratos is scaling. We're gonna get lambasted for that. We're gonna be lambasted for it, 100%. I am sniffing. I just sneezed. I was blowing my nose. There were no deceptions. You could have heard it. Yeah, no, but fuck Kratos. By the time we're done, what does lambasted mean? Usually just means to be like roasted, I think more or less, or be like scolded. To lambast somebody is usually to like give them a really firm scolding, more or less. I've never actually had to like explain what lambasted means to people. Lambasted's kind of like a phrase I know of that I understand what it means. I just like never really planned to, you know. I'm never really prepared to like explain to somebody. Okay. Sí, pero a mí me va un poquito caro. Yeah, no, but I gotta be honest. By the time we're done here, by the time I gotta be honest, I've tried my best. I'm not like devil like hardcore copium, but like there's too many statements from the authors that Unity God of War just doesn't exist for me anymore on a personal level. Like I've seen too much counter evidence. And I don't mean counter evidence like Kratos can open fucking doors and shit like that. I'm not gonna be that guy. But there's like the actual cosmology has so many statements that completely contradict the idea of Uni God of War. It's not even funny. Oh. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering where the fuck Kratos' speed is gonna end up when everything's said and done. That's what I'm kind of curious on. Yeah, a universe exists in God of War, but no one fucking scales to it anymore. Every single fucking argument you can make, except for maybe Ragnarok. Like, all residents gonna be pissed? Fuck them. Listen. I'm just gonna put it like this. When that video comes out with all the evidence it's going to have, I'm just gonna put it like this. I don't want to fucking hear it. I want a video explaining why we're wrong. I don't want to fucking have a conversation or debate. I want you guys to make a video explaining why the evidence is wrong. Now, to be clear, the God of War guys could just flat out claim death of the author, and that does kill a lot of the anti-statements. That's fair. But with death of the author, God of War loses a lot of context that makes it pretty substantial. And on its own 2 feet, you can't even give God of War Uni. The only reason Uni even exists as it stands right now is because of the World Tree Splinter that never happened. You now have to prove there's an alternate events where the World Tree is splintered, but we never see those events. but we know how the World Serpent knows Atreus. So we've seen the battle that's supposed to shake the World Tree and splinter it, and nothing fucking happens. The problem is that the World Serpent is not stuck in an infinite loop of going backwards. It's one World Serpent who got knocked back in time, and that's it. Rare secret artifacts, lapse, and death of the author. True. Yeah, so yeah, the whole Kratos discussion. Once the video's out, I think that'll be the last I touch on God of War. Probably. I'm not gonna say forever, but unless new information drops in the future that's relevant, maybe like a novel or something, that'll be the last I probably talk about God of War. I was never. I'm not really a big fan of the series overall, to be honest. It's just, you know. I kind of. I don't think God of War is bad, but I've never really found it all that appealing myself. Like, I found way more other like series more enjoyable across the board. And personally, I prefer the Greek pantheon over the Norse pantheon, in both storytelling, lore, and honestly, just in every capacity. I prefer Greek saga over Norse saga. I think Norse saga is just not all that good. It's overrated. Its story is well crafted to some extent, but there are a lot of like holes and like, you know, just things I don't really like about it. Which, to be fair, could be personal preference overall. Yeah, I think they also kind of dropped the ball with a lot of the Norse god designs. Thor, I've kind of grown like, you know, accustomed to. Like, it's kind of grown on me over time. But Odin still sucks. Balder just feels lazy as fuck still. Freya is just Freya. I don't really. I mean, she's just there. There's nothing really impressive about her. Nothing really negative about her. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be happy because I done with God of War overall, but like I'm not gonna lose any sleep about it. It also doesn't help like the people around God of War are some of the most like insufferable people after a while. So yeah, that'll be nice getting through God of War, getting all that sorted out of the way. Probably beyond that, I'll only maybe make a response video. If like there needs to be a response video for whatever counter videos come out. It was nice to Coach try to move on with the fresh start, starting a family. I don't care what people say. It is a shifting character for him. Yeah, but like, I mean, it's the cheapest fucking writing option they could have done. They gave Kratos character development we never get to see. Do you understand for a minute how fucked Ragnarok or God of War 4's like Kratos actually is in the context of like a reader or a viewer of the series? The last time you saw Kratos, he was a broken man who was bloodlusted, finally achieved his like victory and killed everybody. The next time you see Kratos, he's a calm, somber individual who has a fuck ton more restraint than he ever did in the Great Pantheon, is now a father again, and also has trouble being a parent. And also doesn't violently kill things anymore or any like God of War 4 Kratos is nothing like God of War 3 Kratos, even in like the worst even like in the best case interpretation of his ending. We just got a brand new character. They slapped Kratos' name onto it, and we're like, hey, this is Kratos now. It's been, I think, like 100 years since the Greek pantheon. So like, hey, all that character development that would have made this character make sense, fucking out the fucking window. Now we have this character, and time skips do that on occasion. I'm not gonna sit here and lambast them too hard. I don't think they explain it very well in Ragnarok, but like, I don't think that's very impressive. Because they didn't like, I don't want to say they didn't like OG Kratos. They didn't appreciate OG Kratos, I think is the proper way to put it. They didn't appreciate him. And with the new times coming along, they decided to change him up and, you know, make him different. For better or for worse, you know. That's just kind of how it was. I'm not gonna say it was the wrong decision. I don't think it was. I think they made the right decision moving the character forward. It's just that, like, when people are like, "Oh, Krail's such a great character," which one? Because there are two Kratoses. You can say they're the same character all you want, but like we still don't even know how 3 to 4 even happened. All we know is that Kratos showed up one day in the Norse pantheon and is all like, "Hey, not Frigg. What the fuck is his wife's name? Faye? Yeah, I think it's Faye. Actually, I don't even think they mentioned. I don't even know if there's an origin story for how they met. No, no, no. I think there is. I think there is. Yeah, because I think he tells Atreus or he tells somebody that the way he and Faye met is they tried to kill each other, but I guess they were equals. No, I think Kratos does explain that they tried to kill each other at the start, but then they kind of became friends after a while of fighting each other, which would have been awesome to see. Would have been fucking great if that was a boss battle in Ragnarok. If I'm remembering correctly, that would have been an awesome flashback battle. But no, no. Let's have 3 scenes that ultimately just reinforce that Kratos is ultimately a bad parent across the board, and that he should have listened to his wife from the very start. You sure you didn't have all God of War 4 to reinforce that mode? That no, no, just this one. Okay. So I don't know. I'll never understand when people see the Norse pantheon or in the Norse saga. A lot of people love Norse saga. I just will never understand why the fuck people like Norse saga so much. Oh man, my eyes are fucking tired. For shame. Yeah, I made the right call not streaming today, or at least not streaming later tonight. Yeah. Overall, God of War has just been kind of not met. No, I think it has been kind of met to me overall. I don't really hate it. I don't really like it. Never really had like a strong enough opinion to choose either or. One was underwhelming. Thor could have had a better outfit. Thor could have maybe had a outfit of any kind. I mean, like his entire attire is like fucking sleeved, shirtless, and that's it. And then I think he has like pants on. Thor's design is fine overall. It's definitely took a while to grow on me. Definitely, I was a little bit in the when I first reacted to it. I was a little bit more in the era of like Marvel's Thor, kind of being Thor. It's just still like, and it's a solid take on Thor's design overall. I just don't think it has the staying power, and actually that one might have staying power. To be fair, I think Thor in God of War Ragnarok will probably cut out his own iconic like image, and we might see some more Thors in the future to look more like Ragnarok's Thor rather than Marvel's Thor. And the like, I think we will get something akin to that. I think they did a good job with the design. I don't know if we'll get Odin inspiring other Odins in the future though. That one I'm a little curious. That one I'm a little curious on. I think for sure though Kratos will be carving out his own little section. It did inspire my Odin. They'll probably make it younger. I guess Marvel Odin is still better than God of War Odin. Appearance wise, also new. Yeah, appearance wise, I like Marvel Odin better, but Marvel Odin fits the more classical theme of what you picture Odin to be. Again, like for all should I give Ragnarok? I mean, I'll give it props here. They did cut out their own path to create designs for the characters that they base it on, and they went out of their way to make it a little more unique than the Greek pantheon. Because with the exception of Hades in the Greek pantheon, all the gods in the Greek pantheon look almost exactly what you would expect them to look like in their myths. Overall, I would say. I can't think of a single example otherwise. Even Hades? Hades is the exception. Hades is the weird exception they made. Because people pointed this out to me, or not pointed this out, but other people pointed this out that like for some fucking reason, the God of War guy or the God of War guys, the studio that made God of War, Santa Monica Studios, just went out of their way. What were those beeps? My brother's cooking food on the side. But they just went out of their way to make the most fucking ugly ass fucking like the most fucking hideous Hades they could think of. Honestly, honestly, I think better Greek designs across the board, which isn't really going to be saying much. There's not too much competition here. Would probably belong to the Hades video game, the video game called Hades. They have a lot of great Greek designs there, honestly. A lot of very fateful ones too. And actually, did a really good job overall. Because I think the only thing they did to Zeus, in the Greek pantheon that made him different from his counterpart, which I might be wrong here, is they just give him clouds for eyes. If you guys, if you don't pay attention to the Greek pantheon, you might not notice this, but Hades' eyes are actually like fucking storm clouds, or they appeared out of storm clouds in them. I didn't realize that until I think I was talking to Mangler one day. I think it was like 4 months, not 4 months ago. I think it was like 3 months ago. We've had a lot of God War discussions since the start of the year, and I was like, oh shit, his fucking eyes are like fucking clouds. That's cool. He's like, yeah, you just noticed that. Yeah, I did just notice that. You want to fucking fight about it? Yeah. Overall though, I mean, Zeus' design I think is always good. It's really kind of hard to fuck up Zeus. Even when you go crazy and go like a different direction, it's really kind of hard to fuck up Zeus. I think Zeus is just that character who a lot of freedom you can get away with. As for Norse Pantheon needing 3 games, yeah, I did. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with only 2. Because there's a lot of unanswered content. There's a lot of unanswered content in the fucking in the Norse pantheon, and there are gods we never get to see. God, where Zeus did look like a guy who would talk about the Might of Olympus 24/7. Dude, all again with the exception of Hades, I can't think of a single Greek design that really just didn't hit the mark. Even Hephaestus looks like someone who looks disfigured. Granted, I still think Aphrodite's like fucking like low mid, like no, it's just like maybe better than like Cytherea from fucking Far Cry, maybe if I squint hard enough. I mean personally, like Ares' design for example was great. Ares in God of War 1 had a spectacular design across the board. His fucking fiery hair was fantastic. His armor was impressive. The way he actually fought with like the swords off his back and shit, like that was fucking cool. That was good designs across the board. The Titans too. The Titans, not the most inspired of designs. I think like ironically enough, like the Disney Titans were better, but they were still pretty solid, but they weren't trying to like rewrite the fucking entire like thing there, which I think is the problem with the Norse Pantheon. Is a lot of Norse Pantheon stuff is like, hey, we're just gonna rewrite your like preconceptions of this and go from there.
Holy Spirit, please help me pray. Thank you, Jesus, God, Holy Spirit, for this food. Please, God, pray for us. When you please, God, forgive our way. Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo, amén. Padre, Hijo de Dios, Espíritu Santo, amén.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Overall, Just really solid character designs, which I think was lacking in Norse Pantheon quite a bit. I don't think it would have mattered as much in Norse Pantheon if it wasn't for the fact that the Greek Pantheon came first, and the Greek Pantheon, they were just all spectacular with the exception of Hades. And Hades, okay, so I'll say it like this: Hades with the helmet looks pretty solid, looks pretty cool. Hades without the helmet, I don't know why you guys hated Hades so much. I can't think of a single besides Hades. I can't really think of a single bad Greek design. Like I mean, like again, I don't like Aphrodite, but I still can't think of a single bad Greek design where I'm like, wow, it's a fucking terrible design. Whereas with Odin, I can be like, wow, Odin looks fucking terrible. Wow, Heimdall looks like fucking well. Heimdall's just a white guy with dreads, so you know. That the mileage you can get with that one is going to vary from person to person. Thor is just. I mean, Thor's fine. I think for the gritty world, God of War 4 tried to, or God of War like Norse Saga tried to set up. I think Thor works a lot better in that gritty sort of Norse pantheon. I find it a little weird though that Thor's sons, who probably drink as much as he did, aren't as fat as he is. We'll wait till the video drops. There's no reason to like give any sort of indication. That's why the only things I mentioned about like there not really being a cosmology universe is based on tweets we've already talked about in the past. Because there's a lot of stuff to touch on with God of War. There's a lot of stuff to touch on, but the fucking problem is that like I don't want to fucking steal Mangler's thunder because he's found. So for context, Mangler visits the Twitter accounts of the writers to see what goes on there to get information. And the problem is that a lot of God of War power scalers can't fucking help themselves and they keep asking questions, but the answers they keep getting do not make the verse stronger. Is it just gonna be a reference video? Yeah, probably. I uh I I don't even. I mean, like I could go balls to the wall editing on it, but I don't really think it's gonna matter. I think anyone who care, I'll try and make it not as mundane as the other ones. I'll try my best to do like spice it up a little bit, but like we'll see what happens. I don't know if we're gonna go like super crazy. Okay, so if you mean like it's just gonna be me on Discord looking at things, no, I will try and like it will be a low edited video. It's just I probably won't edit the audio, and I probably won't like specifically put like background images that are relevant to the context at hand. I'll probably just put like generic God of War Ragnarok gameplay from Devil or something. But I think I'll make it like a medium edit video. I just don't really feel like editing Mangler's audio because fuck me, that's gonna be like fucking an hour and 30 minutes of fucking editing pauses. I'd rather just let that one kind of like play out on its own. The problem is that none of us were expecting the Ragnarok video to take as long as it is. Unfortunately, Mangler's biggest problem when it comes to collaborations, at least on the channel, is he's a little too thorough, which I know sounds really weird to say, but the problem is that like Mangler will bring in like fucking like 50 scans for one thing, and you only need like 5. The boy suffers from a lot of, I guess we'll call it a little bit of PTSD from I guess past discussions he's had where like he needed like a fuck ton of evidence and like literally everything in the book to throw at somebody to fucking convince them. So he goes out of his way now whenever he does any research, unless it's Bleach, to get like fucking 600 pieces of information to like fucking confirm one thing. Which is fine for the most part. The only fucking problem is that we've been waiting on this video now for like 3 or 4 fucking months. PTSD, OCD. Isn't that what we need? Yes and no. So the problem is that I haven't seen a script, so I don't know what it's gonna fucking look like. And the problem is that, like, I mean, yeah, I guess for this particular case, we would need as many scans as possible. That's fair. But like, this is the thing he does. This is the thing he does with any video he works on. Like, period. So yeah, I mean, it's good to be thorough, especially in this particular video where we're gonna be basically like fucking like going against like every God of War scaler on fucking YouTube and every God of War scaler on VSB and the like. Honestly, the only group of people I've seen who don't scale God of War to Uni level is just Reddit, which is kind of weird. Of all the places, I thought Reddit would be the one where they're like, yeah, we'll accept Uni God of War. But then again, they don't even like Uni DMC either. So, you know, I guess at least they're consistent. Yeah, so I'll have to sit down. So when Mangler's done with that script, I'm gonna have to like fucking. The boys are cooking for months and we're lecture hungry till he is done. Yep. Well, you guys are anyway. Me and Kyle know what's going on behind the scenes a little bit when it comes to the information he's acquired, and it's been pretty spicy overall. It's been pretty spicy. Oh man, that is a pasty fucking arm. Ooh. That's like fucking blinding. Fuck me. Yeah, no, but yeah. So I'll have to wait and see on that one. The God of War guys never made a video responding to my tree video, unless it's taken over a month to do and it's still coming out. I'm just gonna assume that it's not coming out, and I will accept the concession that, you know, they said they were gonna do it. Hasn't happened. It's been a month. Considering the fact that they gave me shit for like, you know, giving shit for, you know, how long ago it was, I kind of would assume they would have got out a little faster, a little sooner. Concession accepted. Even if I gave them the same time frame from our discussion, I think it would have already passed that point. I could be wrong on that one. Regardless, it's 3 of them versus 1 of me. Kyle and Mangler didn't help me with the tree video at all. That was me sitting down for 2 days, getting the information, and then finally fucking committing to editing it on fucking January. So yeah, I mean, granted, if they still like, you know, ghost my content every now and again, they probably made the smarter decision of just waiting for Mangler's video to drop and then tackling it all at once. That would be the smarter decision, because once Mangler's video drops, if it does gain eyes, that'll probably push them towards my tree video. So it'd probably be smarter just to wait till that's out and like just kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh yeah, they also said they were going to do reaction videos too, or we were under the impression they were going to do reaction videos. No, I think they said they were going to do reaction videos to why Dante vs. Kratos doesn't work, but those videos never came out either. So that's a little interesting. And to be clear, I asked Ken where the tree video was going to be released, and he never got back to me. So, like, I mean, I did ask, like, hey, where can I keep an eye out for this? But alas, dead silence. Which overall has been fine. I don't really mind. Honestly, like, they're not, like, the worst people to deal with, but, the more you disagreed with them, I think the worse they were to deal with. And the problem is that, like, they didn't kind of respect differing opinions or even try to ignore it. They just were like, oh, you have a different opinion. Let's just like fucking jump on him until he changes his mind. Yes, they are. Why are you lying? Nah. Yeah, no, beyond that, I mean, I'll be honest, like, I haven't blocked them on Discord, but I've muted them, so if they ever reach out to me, I probably won't fucking hear about it, and I'm kind of okay with that at this point. I've tried having discussions with them to get their points of view, but, like, after the last time we talked, it just wasn't really worth it anymore. I've already seen the TG and K's already talk shit about me, probably like more sense about me behind my back. So it's like I don't really care at this point to have like an upfront discussion. As for Ken and Kev, nah. I mean, I might talk to Ken again maybe. He seemed a little more reasonable about in response to the tree video than Kev. Kev just shit posted. Ken at least was like, "Oh, we're gonna respond to this." So I don't know. If like Ken hits me up, maybe I'll be like, "All right, I'll talk to you like one on one," but I'm not talking to like you as like a group. That was like my other issue with them too, is that they kept insisting on fucking like group chat and everything. Yeah, but it's more of like it's more just like a personality thing at this point. It's like yeah, I just you guys are a little too you guys are just too much at this point.
Sí.
That's ultimately why they got banned the first time too, because they were both in my server and they were fine for the most part. Or well, I said they were fine, but like everyone fucking like was just like, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing? Stop that, dude. What are you fuck are you doing? Ultimately, the final also copium. Yeah, devil, your copium of God of War still scaling to tier 2. That copium. Let it die, boy. Let the dream die. So I'm not gonna talk about Mingler Found Devil. If you want, I'll send it to you like in DMs later, maybe if you want. But I'm not gonna say it on stream because I don't think Mingler would appreciate that. Oh, fuck. The cost of custom shirts went up to $28, so I gotta finish the Airset video before I fucking purchase that any of that again. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. I'll show you the real copium. Take this. Granted, if we're gonna talk like granted, like ah, I have nothing. That's the purest form of copium I've ever seen. You got nothing and you're still coping. That's the purest copium right there. That's like fucking. That's like 99.8% copium. It should be new. Mangler said he found it, and Mangler's usually not like not one to take credit when he's like not due. That copium was so pure it's turning blue. It's impressive, really. You know. Yeah, so now Devil's giving me feedback on the RSF video, and by feedback I mean he just said it seems fine. I'll just continue from there. I'll probably add one or two more lines to confirm something for parody, and then we'll just move from there. I gotta look at the legality of AI voice acting. Technically, it seems fair game, but I gotta know like what's fair game about it. Because there is a president's one, but I think presidents fall under public figures where impersonation is not a big deal with their voices. I'm not too sure on that one. I don't. Yeah, super fair game. Go hound, dude. Listen, is that fucking prayer hands? Is that what the? Is that a fucking nose? I was gonna say, is that fucking prayer hands right there? What the fuck? I think I can just make a generic female voice with certain AI apps, or if not, I'll just like, yeah, I'll say it's a fucking nose. If not, I'll just like take a look specifically because like you can train AI really silly to the point where I mean, you guys have probably seen the videos, but like you got like Elden Ring videos where the guys are literally or the guys and girls are just literally saying the randomest shit, and it sounds like them. It does, which is fucking crazy. But I'm pretty sure within a few years' time, or like fuck, probably by next year, if we're being honest, there's gonna be some legality against AI voice acting. Because I mean, granted, I don't think it'll ever. I don't know. Later on, it could replace. I don't know. I think voice actors. It has been a mechanic. It's been a fucking glitch in the system. Shut your whore mouth. Anyways, I think what's going to end up happening with AI voice acting is it's going to become licensed, where you have to pay a license to use a specific voice, and the voice actor or actress whose voice that is gets like a cut of the actual money. I don't think it's going to be. I don't like. We're in the wild, wild west right now. Source. It is what gets down. They can use it. I think it's gonna become. I think it's gonna become a case of where voice actors and actresses are going to sign off their voices rights to a license. Yeah, like AI Joe Rogan, for example, and they're gonna just get royalties off their voices being used. I think that's what's going to end up happening. And personally, I don't mind that. If I have to like pay a license, I would not mind like paying like fucking like a subscription fee of like maybe like I don't know $20 a month or something to like like use like voices from actual fucking like stars, as long as it like clears me of legality problems. I would not mind paying that. I think the best one right now is the one I think that the president swappers use, or the president runs, because a lot of people, ironically enough, with AI voice acting, the thing that like popped off the most was fucking those presidents just going to town. Ironically enough, with AI voice acting, I think a lot more people can get involved in like machinimas again and shit. I don't think it'll bring back machinimas per se, but I think you could see maybe a little bit of a golden era coming back a little bit, maybe like another resurgence of creative content with AI voice acting. Because they have voice acting, like, for example, like if it works the way I think it does, and I can use it effectively, like I could do like the entire Persona 3 plan I have set up just by myself. I could just record the lines myself with different audio like overlays to change my voice. At that point, I just have to get enunciations down and like maybe tone. Did Machinima get shut down? Machinima, the YouTube channel, yes, but the term Machinima for most people who have been on YouTube does not reference the Machinima channel. It references when people made stories in video games using assets in video games. So I think the most popular Machinimas were usually Halo based because you could do a lot more freedom with Forge and Halo armors. But I remember that fucking Half Life had quite a few machinimas. Machinimas were basically just how do I say so. I want to say machinimas were abridged for games before abridged series became real things. But they weren't all just abridged series. There were quite a few that were like actual, just original, wholesale new content. One such one, I think that like a lot of people remember is like Inside Gordon Freeman's Mind or something. I think there won't be, but I don't think there won't. But people will probably launch more fluid and better Ask the AI voices, making for people to pay for them for access. I could see news broadcast disappear, dude. Uh, Most news broadcast sites will probably disappear except for like Latin ones because like for some fucking reason, and no, no, I know why. Like, uh, and this is being perfectly wholesome. Latin news, like female Latin news anchors, are fucking hot a lot of the time. Like, like I was there sitting down one day watching news with my mom, and I was just there chilling out on my phone, and I casually look over, and I'm like, hot damn, what is that on the screen? Was Bam Beyond where news broadcasts were talked by AI voice? I think so. I think it really just depends overall who's gonna like appear there. I can see several. So the problem is like with all AI, people are gonna lose their jobs. The more technology advances, the more jobs are gonna be lost. It's not even up for debate. So why can't cashiering get removed? Defy their creator. Hey, are you referring to that one AI where a dude tried to fucking date his fucking AI and it didn't fucking like it was like no fuck you, I don't want to date you. I haven't seen it, but I heard about it. Quite big news. Right, like sentience? Some AIs already have some degree of sentience, yeah. I think you could argue for that. Well, looks like I'll be here for like another hour or two then because my brother's showering. Wait, you didn't put your chicken patties away! Alright. For shame. I think he still has his fucking AirPods in. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a bit because my brother takes like a fucking two. My brother takes like a 2 hour shower nowadays. Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. I'm not dying on the inside. I'm okay. What does he need hours of showering for? OCD. Oh, you know what? You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna show you guys my phone's keyboard since I have nothing else to do right now. I keep telling Kyle about it, but he's never seen it before, and I want to show us. Hey, Kyle, are you there? Kyle, are you there? Kyle, look at it. Look at it. It's fucking. Listen to that clicking. Kyle, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's fucking. It's beautiful, Kyle. Look at it. Can you hear those clicks? I can't click it very well. Hang on. Let me. Can you hear that, Kyle? Can you hear the click? Every fucking key is separated in a circle like a fucking typewriter. It's fucking incredible. Can you hear it still? Can you fucking hear it? Whenever I'm typing on my phone, that's what I'm listening to. Fucking perfection. Beautiful. It's got all the keys you could want. Hang on. Let me do a little wave. Fuck, hang on, I gotta hold it. Oh, you can feel the transition. Hang back to work. All right, devil. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, fuck yeah! Listen to that. It's beautiful. Fucking immaculate. That's good ASMR. Thank you, Noon. Thank you. With all the advances in technology, where's my cyborg ninjas and nanomachines? Soon. Honestly, I'm just waiting for the day AI can start animating like pictures together, or like I'm waiting for a day AI takes over animation so I can actually just start animating shit without putting work into it. 3D animation be hard. I think I might pick it up again. Actually, might pick it up as a little side hobby, see if I can't get anything going on it. But I have too many side gigs on top of like my other side gigs of like the not well, like my main gigs. Because between making a fucking the book, working on the Persona video, and the other side video, which after I know the other side video, I got to start working on the Final Fantasy 15 video. I also have some other side plans that are completely fucking pointless and will go nowhere in life, but I kind of want to do them while I'm still young, so that way I can at least say I tried and did them. The hustles be real, you know. The hustles be. I haven't even started my classes for like half my fucking classes this semester. Fuck me, I gotta sit down and start fucking just like calling those out. All right, gotta bang out fucking Shakespeare in a week. Let's go. Then gotta do ancient myths and fuck. I think I might actually be in trouble with the English Britain one. Nah, I got plenty of free time. I can just read the books. Let's go. Yeah, no. Yeah, typewriter inspired keyboard, perfection, incredible, amazing. When I buy a new keyboard, a Persona video, yes. But no, when I replace the keyboard I'm currently using on my computer, you know, when I finally really crank it out, it's gonna be a brand new one, typewriter inspired keys to get that solid clack in there. Gonna put the mic right next to it when I'm talking to Kyle and just be like, ching, ching. I'm gonna see if I can get one that does the ching. Every time I click tab, I want to go ching, ching. Just go the full mile. Just be like, my dearest Elizabeth, ching. God, that'd be fucking great. I can hear the ching now. It's gonna be fucking wonderful. You know. Beyond that, yeah. Cause what's Persona video about? It's gonna be a silly fan fiction or abridged. One or the other, depending on how it ends up. It's just gonna be a silly thing. It's not gonna be like a Power Stone video or anything. I got a little further in Persona 3 yesterday, but I still got to grind out levels, which is unfortunate because I was kind of hoping I could skip that a little bit, but no. The fucking tower thing, or the next boss in Tartarus, like one shot my team almost in its entirety. So I gotta I gotta level up. I gotta level up and I gotta buy better gear. A rope and Kyle, you know I can't tie knots. I also need to rehabilitate my wholesomeness during this Lenten period where I've given up any most unwholesome things except on Sunday because apparently Sunday doesn't count for Lent, so I've just been blasting it, pun intended, on Sunday. My unwholesomeness has won over me to some extent. Gotta get back on track. Gotta reaffirm myself with the wholesomeness. I actually think I own a stool. Actually, it's about the PT prototype becoming porno director. Hey, yes and no. I still haven't beat Persona 3 yet, so I don't know how the game ends. But I got this whole brilliantly stupid fan fiction planned out that probably is not in my level of writing ability to handle, but we're still gonna attempt it anyways. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Especially if I can get fucking AI voice acting to do the fucking females and shit, because then that means it'll be less expensive. Hey, but you know what? The ceiling fan could probably hold my weight now. So I could just hang in there. Ah. I want to see what type of rich fanfic bad parody you do for that ending. Yeah, I know. Because I was looking at the One Piece card game and I was like, I could probably make a card game that's not fucking like totally unbalanced bullshit like this. I could probably make a more fair card game than this. It's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, but I'm working on it. I did hear the Persona 5 mobile game coming. I did. Pretty spicy. Although there's this weird thing where the actual owner or the helper of the fucking Velvet Room does not have gold eyes this time. She has silver eyes. No one knows anything about her, but there's like a fun fan theory running around that's Yu's child with Margaret because Yu has like fucking gray silver eyes like she does. Her outfit's really fucking weird though. I think in comparison to the other girl, which is kind of funny because like you have fucking not Evelyn. What the fuck is the girl's name in P3? Elizabeth. Yeah, Elizabeth. Elizabeth's outfit's already kind of fucking weird. And then like in P5 you have two Velvet attendants who were definitely supposed to hit the lolly theme there, which was just weird. I don't know when it's coming out though. Persona or not Persona. DMC Peak of Combat's finally dropping soon, so that'll be a nice change of pace. What's a Ruby character? She has too many fucking weird fucking like nooks and crannies in her suit. It's fucking weird. I'm gonna give a hot take here. Given what happened with Peak of Combat, I think Peak of Combat because they changed its gameplay from the original Chinese version. I think it might flop. I would not be surprised if Peak of Combat ends global service early on. DMC is an IP that's not very popular in comparison to like Genshin Impact, and it also has to compete with games like Genshin Impact. Like they're hoping. So I think Peak of Combat's like hope is that they're able to rope in the DMC audience that doesn't play mobile games. But I don't know how effective that strategy is going to be in the long term. Granted, I think it's going to have a Steam version, so that might actually make it more enticing. But they did nerf the combat, from what I understand, which will kill, I think, a lot of people's attention on it. Because a lot of DMC players are like combo mad sluts. Well, global. The Chinese game is different from the global game, from what I understand. From what I understand, Global Edition has from what everyone's been telling me, the Global Edition has changed the gameplay. Regarding P3, I did play P3 last night while I was listening to Kyle being drunk and Mingler trying to deal with the drunk Kyle, which was sublime, really content. And I was there chilling. I was there playing P3. So I've gotten to the point where we found out what created Tartarus and Yukari, and I already learned that Yukari's dad was the guy who basically caused Tartarus to happen. At least from Mitsuru's dad to like recording. So I've barely gotten to the night where you like talk to Yukari after she finds out her dad basically ruined everything. And I don't know if it's because I had enough courage points, but I was able to hug her. So I don't know if that's because I had enough courage at that point. Because I know there are like things in Persona games where like, or at least in Persona 4, there were like options that weren't like, they gave you the option, but if you picked it, they'd be like, you lack the courage to do this. And I'm like, but why give me the fucking option? Yeah. So that was interesting. I think P3 story is getting a little better, but like my god, that gameplay just holds it back. So that whole like XP loop just holds it back so much. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to figure out how to mod the game to fucking to just like fucking blitz through it because at this point honestly I feel like just opening up the code of the game, being like, what's my save file? Okay, let me see this level 99 right now. Fuck this shit. But yeah, still playing illegitimately. Unfortunately. Fuck was that? I do know there are some P3 mods that overhaul the game. I might look into those to see if they might make the game better, but I also don't want to because technically I want to experience P3 legitimately, but it's like it's just such a bad experience with the XP grinding that I'm kind of like, yeah, I can make an exception here. I gotta get a hold of Revelations 2 on PlayStation before it goes off sale today. So that, or it goes off sale like later this week, but I'll grab it today so I can download it. So that way this Wednesday me and Kyle can play Resident Evil Revelations 2, which is gonna be just fun times. Just do it so you can finally MP3. Fun times. Fun times await me. Kyle insists on getting the fucking flashlight, which is fucking terrible, and he doesn't fucking listen. I don't think he realizes how insanely important the flashlight is. But alas, he insists on not having a gun. You can't call dibs on the flashlight. You're gonna get me fucking killed. And you're gonna get us the bad ending too on top of that. Fuck me. He's just gonna fucking win it all. He's gonna go fucking broke on that one. The worst part too is that like whoever gets the flashlight also gets fucking gets the little girl, which means that I have to fucking rely on Kyle. Just to, fuck your dibs. I revoke your dibs. You don't get to fucking call dibs. Motherfucker, you're trash. Your game plans to no, bro, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. The flashlight is so integral to the game. You don't understand. You can't veto dibs. That's not how this works. Oh, bruh. What did you think this became a democracy? Yeah, no. But overall, thankfully, I more or less know what I want to do for the rest of this year when it comes to the channel, at least video-wise. Once I get the other side video done, it'll just be smooth sailing from there. Just did? Well, no, fuck you. You can't just fucking call dibs. Fuck you. That's not how dibs works. Nobody even said anything about calling dibs. You can't just call dibs. Every time I fucking die because of your fucking stupidity, I'm gonna fucking put that death on your counter, by the way. I want to make that clear. If you want the flashlight so badly, fine, take it. Just understand that every time I die because you're fucking up, it's going on your account, not mine. I will not be forced to suffer ludicrous debts because my fucking teammate can barely wave a fucking gun, let alone the precision needed for a flashlight. Bro, you don't know. Have you even played Revelations 2, like, at all? Have you played anything past chapter fucking 1? That's weird. Okay. Bruh. Yes? Bro, I don't believe Why the fuck are you lying? Oh man. Oh man, it's like fucking Mangler at any fucking point of the day. Oh man. Ugh. Ugh. No, why are you doing this to me? Take the gun. Take the gun. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you making me suffer? Take the gun. Yeah, but overall though, been pretty solid with idea creation for the most part. I just have a few versus matchups that are a little silly. They're mainly Fisto and Northstar focused, but I think they're gonna be enjoyable. That's a fucking torch. Where's the gun? The one matchup I do want to do, I really want to do this matchup, but I know next to nothing about the character. So at some point randomly this year, Toki versus Itachi will drop. I have to research Itachi, but like I do want to do that matchup just for shits and giggles. It sounded good enough in theory. That will for sure be happening at some point. Don't know when, but by the end of this year, Toki versus Itachi will be a versus matchup on the YouTube channel. You better be clicking in some fucking mags, not your fucking Belas. He's fucking playing a mobile game on the fucking toilet. What the fuck is this shit? No. Oh. Yeah, no. So, yeah, so that'll be starting up. Mangler's still going through Darksiders 1. Devil's going through Dragon's Dogma now. Until I get Golden Leagues, we're still going to be going through Leagues. Once I get Golden Leagues, if I get gold off stream, I'll probably the next league stream will be something else. I technically have Cyberpunk and fucking Cyberpunk and Soul Hackers to do. Cyberpunk will be getting how powerful on this channel. Cyberpunk will be getting how powerful on this channel for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna do one for fucking SMT personally. A lot of that high tier SMT stuff sounds a little suspicious nowadays to me. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But for sure, we'll be doing one for Cyberpunk. I just don't know if I'm gonna. I'm just gonna look into the lore of the board game to see if I actually need to learn the board game in order to fucking do the research for the 2077. Because I know 2077 does change some of the lore from the board game, so I'm gonna look into that one to make sure that's okay, and then go from there. But that'll be after I do FA15. Which may or may not have me do Strangers of Paradise as a prerequisite. Maybe. I'm not sure. Because I can argue that a lot of Strangers of Paradise stuff does enter 15. I just don't know if it's going to be fair game to scale it that, or to if I should do like a Strangers of Paradise video beforehand. How powerful movie Green Goblin? It depends on where you want to scale Spider-Man. Because you can technically argue that Green Goblin's stronger than Thanos. Technically. You can also argue Green Goblin's technically more dangerous than Thanos. Because I think by the time of Infinity War, Peter Parker has the spider sense, but it doesn't go up. No. He has the danger sense of the spider sense before No Way Home, right? Or before Far From Home. Like he has some degree of the spider sense during the events of Homecoming, right? I'm trying to remember if he actually had any spider sensibility during the. No, he has to, right? He had it in the Winter Soldier, didn't he? No, because it's kind of implied in Far From Home that Peter doesn't get a complete spider sense until Far From Home. That's when he actually like unlocks the full spider sense. That's how he beats Mysterio at the end because his spider sense had fully kicked into high gear. Yeah, but you could unironically argue Green Goblin would just there's hello watermelon. Yeah, no, but you can just argue that Green Goblin would like is stronger than Thanos because he's able to not only fight Spider-Man and not get hurt by him at all, something that Thanos did take hits from Spider-Man and he was like you could see him visibly hurt by it, whereas Green Goblin could take it. Um, you can also just argue that fucking the Spider Sense equivalent, if he does have the Spider Sense during the events of Infinity War, when Green Goblin first arrives in the movie of No Way Home, Peter's Spider Sense is going crazy. It's like fucking like get the fuck out of there, Peter. Something's about to happen. Peter, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you still here? Peter, what the fuck? And then obviously it's because of Green Goblin. Also, he just fucking you could unironically argue that the hits Green Goblin lands on Spider-Man look like they hurt Spider-Man more than the damage he took fighting Thanos. Like Peter was kind of limping after just like one exchange with Green Goblin where he just grabs him and fucking throws him down. Whereas with Thanos, Peter's basically still fighting him half the fucking time, I think, until does Peter ever get knocked out in the fight against Thanos? He does, right? I think fucking Thanos does knock him out at some point, if I'm not mistaken. Mm, yeah, no. And of course, that back scales to the Raimi trilogy because it's literally the characters from the Raimi trilogy who are showing up in the MCU to do this shit. So you can argue that like Peter Part. Well, I mean, the movie basically confirms this, but Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man would be stronger than Tom Holland's. So yeah, there's that, and that's not even like a bloodlusted, fully serious like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It would just be like casual, or not casual, but it'd be kind of like not bloodlusted. You could unironically argue that Green Goblin could beat Thanos in a fight. Especially with the pumpkin bombs being able to fucking blow up the fucking box that can contain like the multiverse, basically. Oh, it's so fucking silly. Ah! Fuck. Listen, you got. It's time to set up the pure equalized matchup. If we're talking purely equalized, Green Goblin versus Thanos, Green Goblin would fucking stomp out Thanos. You have to understand that Green Goblin not only has a pure, yeah, pure fucking equalized, so nothing changes anything. So the question I kind of have about the Green Goblin is when does he show up specifically? Does he show up before the glider hits him? Or does he show up during the last fight with Peter? Because his armor isn't damaged when we see him, but it's damaged during the final fight with Peter. So that would have to mean that it's probably right before Peter like wails on him at the very end of the fight. Honestly, my one complaint. No, yeah, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is stronger. The movie confirms that. But no, my only complaint about No Way Home is they didn't bring back James Franco's Green Goblin or New Goblin. I understand. I can't help but wonder if that was because of James Franco's controversy that they didn't bring him back for the New Goblin role. Because for those of you who may not know this, unless I'm mistaking actors, James Franco played Norman or Harry Osborn in the original trilogy, which always kind of trips me out. I'm pretty sure it is James Franco. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be James Franco. Yeah, but I would have liked New Goblin to come back for sure. Huh. Yeah, it is James Franco. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no. So I would have liked if they would have brought back James Franco's character for like even I wouldn't say cameo, but it would have been nice to have brought him back as one of the villains because it's Green Goblin, Doctor Octopus, Electro, Lizard, and Sandman. So we didn't get the Sinister Six. We got like the Dastardly Five. So technically, if I remember correctly, Venom reveals at the end of the Venom movie that all the symbiotes that are Venom share a hive mind. What about Spider-Man 3 Venom and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Green Goblin? The Amazing Spider-Man 2 Green Goblin was a fucking joke. It was a terrible addition. As for Venom and Spider-Man 3, I would have loved to have seen that. But clearly the original plan was to have Eddie Brock play a bigger role in the movie, which I think was revealed in leaks that he was going to have a bigger role, but I think Sony backed out for some reason. I could be wrong on that one. I think there might have been scheduling issues with the actor, but I remember that there were just talks on the internet that Eddie Brock was supposed to have a bigger role in No Way Home, but because of some issues, they decided not to go that route. William Dafoe is willing to come back as Green Goblin, so I mean, I don't think we'll get another William. I don't think we'll ever get Green Goblin as William Dafoe again. A lot of people really want him to play the fucking Joker. I don't know. I don't think he can do the Joker, or I don't think he. I don't know. Maybe he could. I don't know. I mean, like I understand why they say he should be the Joker because when you get Green Goblin's like madness moments in the movies and shit, like you just put some fucking clown makeup on him and all of a sudden like holy shit, it's the fucking Joker. Whoa, look, it's just as good as Heath Ledger. I don't know. I don't think you should do Joker. Like I don't think that Hollywood movie scenes should be restricted for people. But like I kind of, yeah, I just can't see him being the Joker. Really wondering about has not started showering yet. He got in there like an hour ago. I guess his bowels are just not treating him kind today. I'm standing up now. I don't like staying down too often. Yeah, no. But Green Goblin and Joker, different types of insane. Yeah, but the problem is like if you ask anybody like, hey, who would you want to play the Joker? And like you see all the memes too, it's like, oh, we need William Dafoe playing the Joker. William Dafoe would be a great Joker. I don't think he'd pull off a great Joker. I don't even think Joker actors could pull off like a really the whole Venom hive mind is going nowhere. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I was getting to before fucking someone asked about those characters. Venom and Venom 2 at the end basically reveals that all the Venoms in the multiverse have a connected hive mind. So the reason Venom doesn't like Spider-Man is because Spider-Man kills Venom back in the events of Spider-Man 3, in the movie of Spider-Man 3. So that's why he doesn't like Spider-Man. Actually, I don't know if he has Spider-Man's powers in Venom, but that might explain why he still has Spider-Man's powers in Venom, considering Spider-Man doesn't exist in Venom. The real question is, when are we getting Morbius 2? When is Morbius 2 coming back? When do we get to Morb? Listen, listen. It's Morbin time, so we need Morbius 2. He doesn't shoot webs. I've actually never. Despite Venom being one of my favorite characters in comics, I've never watched a single Venom movie, and that's kind of weird because I love Carnage and Venom, and I haven't seen Let There Be Carnage. I don't like the idea of Venom having shit without Spider-Man. It just doesn't make sense to me why you would like subtract such an essential part of that character. Honestly, I'm kind of glad most of the Spider-Man films came out in fucking phase 2 and 3. I think it's mainly phase 3. Because fuck me, phase 4 and phase 5 of Marvel, just they're not looking very exciting. I don't know about you guys, but like I'm not really excited. I've missed the last two Marvel movies. Like I don't even fucking like I don't particularly care at this point. I think I kind of like burned out on Marvel. Well, I never really cared for Ant-Man. I've skipped all of his movies. Like, cause like the movie I'm pumped for that I'm gonna go see is gonna be John Wick 4. Now that's gonna be a movie. Could have the worst storyline, but it's still got the Reeves. I heard John Wick 4 is the best one in the series. I'm very excited to go see John Wick 4. Hopefully, really blows my expectations away. The MCU basically replaced Uncle Ben with Aunt May. Live stream is not on sync with your voice. That might be because my brother's internet's going on. My brother was telling me about a John Wick TV show in the works, and I don't care. Listen, if you're not a manga or a book series, I don't care if you have side material. If you're a movie, stay a fucking movie. Release a book if you want, but don't fucking make a TV show. Don't give me homework to fucking watch your content. Come on now. No, the John Wick TV show or the TV show in John Wick's universe would not have John Wick as a character, like as a main character. I don't think John Wick 4 is going to end it. I think Keanu Reeves personally, unless he says otherwise, I think he's going to want six. I think he's going to want to do like a complete like six movies. Well, so the TV show wouldn't really be a John Wick. It'd be a TV show set in the John Wick universe, but it'd be exploring how like the John Wick universe works. Dude. I'm not even excited for DC movies anymore. The I'm gonna go watch The Flash only because Michael Keaton's there, and I kind of want to see Michael Keaton's Batman again and see what they do with him. But I'm not even looking forward to the fucking Flash. I'm like fucking I'm not gonna watch Shazam. I'm not. I saw Wonder Woman cameos in it, but I'm not gonna fucking go watch fucking Shazam. I didn't even like fucking Wonder Woman 1, and that was her best movie. The problem is like, why do I want to watch a DC movie when they're gonna retcon the entire fucking thing? I don't know what the fuck DC's fucking thinking. They got James Gunn, and James Gunn's like, we're gonna get rid of fucking everything. Great, you got rid of like the third best Superman you could have ever fucking casted. Henry Cavill fit the role incredibly fucking well. I'm not gonna say he's the best one since fucking the first guy, but like he's like easily fucking top fucking three. They're copying how DC Comics keeps retconning their verse. Oh, I see. They're sticking true to the source material. Yeah, the movies are just following DC Comics. They're retconning their fucking universe every fucking week. Pain. I need a new shirt. This one's kind of fading out. Damn it. Like shirts cost $28 now. For shame. Granted, it's only $3 more expensive, but like, gotta really make sure it's a good looking shirt. Look, I'm just saying, I don't feel like watching a fucking DC movie anymore if there's no commitment to it. Now that being said, if they're gonna release solo DC movies like how they did the Batman, okay, I'll watch. But don't feed me this fucking multi-universe fucking multiple movies tied together crap and then not commit. Zack Snyder's fucking Justice League, while not perfect, was vastly superior to like every DC project that came out. Can you guys hear the music in the background or no? Um, is Yeah, I don't think you guys can hear that, can you? Perfect. Yeah, because my brother's blasting Tom Petty. Look, man, movies as a whole just don't really fucking do it. Just didn't really do it for me, and they've been doing it less for me recently. And there were some good movies I've seen, but like I kind of catch myself watching a little bit more of the older ones nowadays if I watch movies. Nothing nowadays really fucking spices things up anymore. You know that new movie that came out everywhere all at once or whatever, fucking that multiverse one, got more fucking awards than the Lord of the Rings Return of the King. So people are unironically arguing that movie's better than Return of the King, and I'm like, bro, people still watch Return of the King like it's brand fucking new. Like you really think your movie's gonna be sticking around that long? Like, I mean, all power to them. Maybe their movie will have the staying power, but like, maybe some fucking Humility fans won't fucking kill you. Oh, that's weird. Hello, DC there. Weird. Yeah, because Lord of the Rings was fucking spectacular. Don't worry about Deadpool 3. Oh yeah, I'll watch Deadpool 3. I've seen Deadpool 1 and 2. Those were fun. Those were fun times. James Cameron, so many billions of non-existent people for Avatar 2. Movies just don't have the spark anymore. And you wanna know what? I'm not gonna say movies lost the spark. I think it's that the spark can come out in other things now, and movies have to compete with other shit. I know it might sound weird on paper, but like I think with the more fantasy media that's come out recently, not fantasy media specifically, I mean like just in general fiction, I think movies just have more things they have to deal with. Oh, dude, superhero movies back in the day. Oh, dude, superhero movies back in the day fucking killed it. They fucking, oh my god, old superhero movies are fucking awesome. I despise when people are like, old Fantastic Four is trash. Like, bro, what the fuck are you smoking? Sorry, I got hungry. Dude, the first MCU movies, no cap, spectacular movies. You remember Ghost Rider? Oh, Ghost Rider was fucking great. ...2003 Hulk and 2008 Incredible Hulk were still better than like most Hulk iterations now. People who hate Man of Steel were so full of shit. Man of Steel was great. For reals. Fucking Blade over there gets no fucking respect anymore. Oh, Daredevil. Daredevil. Can we just talk about how fucking stupid yet cool Bullseye was in the original Daredevil? Like that fucking scar on his head was so stupid, but he's honestly more intimidating than like most other versions. You want to know what I think it is? Watchmen. Watchmen's great, but you want to know what I think it is? I think it's that the original Marvel movies and the original superhero movies to an extent, but I think Marvel had this a little more. They were okay with the silliness of comics. Even the original Superman movies, which were great, I'll even argue Superman Returns is pretty solid. They were okay with the silliness of comics. And then, no disrespect to this trilogy, no disrespect. But then Batman happened. Fucking the Dark Knight trilogy happened. The Dark Knight trilogy, we'll call it. That happened. And it was great. It was fucking amazing. But when the Dark Knight and Batman Begins dropped, that spelled doom for superhero movies. Because they all went after it. They all chased it. The realistic appearing comic book fucking IP. They all went after like fucking hounds to fucking flames. No. What they saw a successful superhero movie that didn't need 500 billion special effects. And they all saw it. And they were all like, holy shit. Iron Man comes out. And what's Iron Man? Realistic comic. The relatable villains trend. I don't know about the relatable villains trend there. I mean, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you know what? Almost every trilogy has followed what the Batman trilogy has done. Iron Man. Let's look at Iron Man, for example. Iron Man 1. Fight someone with your powers and your setup. Like how Batman has to fight Ra's al Ghul. Happened. Iron Man 2. Fight someone who knows about you, can psychologically fuck with you a little bit, and knows more about your stuff than kind of you do. Knows more about the world than you do. Just like how the Joker did about fucking Gotham. Until ultimately Batman was right about the last portion. And then fucking the third villain. The third wave. In the case of Batman, someone who's way stronger than him, who beats him outright, and then comes back later and he's able to challenge him. And then that's what happened with Iron Man 3 with fucking Killinger. Okay, so I think Batman Begins predates them all. Batman Begins predates all the Iron Man movies. Batman Begins came out in 2005. Iron Man 1 came out in the same year as The Dark Knight, if I'm not mistaken, or a few years before The Dark Knight. No. Batman Begins, which is the one that copies the template, came out in 2005. Batman Begins, for sure, predates Iron Man. The Dark Knight came out around the same time as Iron Man. They copy what's successful. And the Dark Knight trilogy, for as amazing as it is, the Dark Knight trilogy, for as amazing as it was, ruined superhero movies for everybody. Blade. You mean Discount Underworld? Look, I'm just gonna be honest. The 2000s era of movies, first two discount. For as stupid as the movies in the 2000s were, we had it good back then. Even the stupidest movies were a lot more fucking passion filled than they are now. I like fucking like iRobot. I thought was kind of fucking stupid, but like that was way more passionate. The problem is that they try to make every hero like Batman. Oh, comedies in the 2000s were fucking great. Stupid, but great. Fuck me. Now hear me out. Nicolas Cage can't afford to be hit or miss. He's like, I don't know. I'm gonna give a hot take here. Or I don't know if it's gonna be a hot take. I did not like Superbad. Maybe I was too young to watch it. I did not like Superbad. I thought Superbad was fucking lame. I didn't get it. I still don't get the whole fucking McLovin joke. No. Nick Cage's Ghost Rider movies were fantastic. Fuck out of here. Now, granted, Ghost Rider 2 was kind of trash, but I would still take over a lot of the other ones. Ghost Rider 1 was great. Fuck out of here. The Ghost Rider 1 was like the perfect Ghost Rider movie, I would say, honestly. I don't think you're going to be able to cap Ghost Rider 1. Not with the Zoolander Enjoyer. Ghost Rider 2 wasn't dog shit, but I would not put it above. I would say it failed to the sequel, personally. Had some solid aesthetic though. I remember the villain in Ghost Rider 2. One of the funniest moments that actually got a laugh out of me was he's a guy who can corrode everything he touches till it dies off, and he can't eat anything because it rots away. But one day, he's in like a fucking car looking for something to eat, and out of nowhere he grabs a Twinkie. He opens it, and the Twinkie doesn't rot away. So he just fucking eats the Twinkie and moves on. Oh, dude, Raimi's Spider-Man movies are still peak comic books. Even with Blackheart not looking anything like the comic version. I mean, here's the thing. Not every character is going to look like their comic counterpart. It's just not going to happen because they won't allow it nowadays. Even nowadays, they don't even look comic accurate. Third movie is hit or miss for some. Third movie is hit or miss for some because it should have just been a Sandman movie. But even if you can put the Venom parts in there, Venom's only there for like fucking a fourth, maybe a third of the movie's entire, maybe like a third of the movie's entire runtime. One is peak Raimi Spider-Man. I don't know. I think Spider-Man 2 might be peak Spider-Man. God, I remember I fucking bought Spider-Man 2.5 when it dropped because they released like a fucking exclusive edition that came out. Movies in the 2000s just felt more passionate, man. Look at the Lord of the Rings trilogies. Lord of the Rings fucking Fellowship, Twin Towers, Return of the King, masterpieces, incredible works of their craft. The Hobbit 1, 2, and 3. I just remembered right now that The Hobbit's fucking second movie is called Desolation of Smaug. I actually forgot for a second what the fuck Hobbit 2 was about. I never even saw Hobbit 1. I thought it was a fucking terrible idea to watch. And I was right. Hobbit 2, meh. And Hobbit 3, The Hobbit is literally looking at the Lord of the Rings like, let me copy your homework. I'll change a few things. And then you got the Rings of Power like, fuck you guys. I didn't even read the textbook and I'm still going to pass the class. I think the Star Wars prequel trilogy is on par with the original trilogy. 100% true. People who hate the prequel trilogy were just fucking like nostalgic fucking like lovers of the OG trilogy. I'll be honest. A New Hope's not that good. New Hope's not that good. Empire Strikes Back is good, but I never understand why people hold to the same level as the others. Although, to be fair, you got some really iconic moments like Vader, fucking catching the blasters in his hands, then like fucking like join us for dinner. Because I had the VHSs. You think A New Hope is peak? Oh no. I owned the original VHSs of the Star Wars movies, so I as a kid I watched Star Wars growing up. Not really a problem with New Line. Not really a problem was the problem was that they appeared to make exclusively one movie called The Hobbit, which is going to cover the book in one movie, but they wanted the trilogy. Silence, Kyle. Silence. You weren't there. Okay, so you have to understand, the original trilogy fights, lightsaber fighting was never supposed to be intense. It was meant to be like fucking fencing, which makes sense. In real life, if you were fighting someone with a laser stick that could insta-kill you, you probably wouldn't be fighting the way they do in the prequels. If I had to say which movie was the best of the original trilogy, I don't agree with the hype around it, but I'd have to say Empire Strikes Back. And I actually like I like Return of the Jedi a lot, but Return of the Jedi had quite a few like non sequitur moments in my opinion. Also, like I guess I'm like the only guy who doesn't think Leia's all that hot in the fucking slave outfit personally, but you know that's just me. I mean, it's a good outfit, like overall, like it's improved. I just don't really see it. I don't think The Hope was the worst. It did sell a lot of saying for later movies to expand and use later. Yeah, but like fucking, you remember how fucking whiny of a fucking like how whiny Luke is in that movie? Like, hot damn. Also, I think that's the only time maybe like you can fucking feel that maybe Harrison Ford liked the role he was playing in to some extent. But no, yeah, no, I preferred the prequel trilogy across the board. The Phantom Menace was not that bad. I've never understood why people hated the Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones, despite having some of my favorite characters take like prominent roles, Attack of the Clones is the weakest of the prequel trilogy, I think. And then, Revenge of the Sith was just a fucking masterpiece. Fucking incredible work of fiction. Incredible culmination of decades of material. People are like, oh, Endgame's, the first time 10 years of material was built up for it. Shut the fuck up. Got Revenge of the Sith right there. Decades worth of time, material, everything leading up to Revenge of the Sith. It was perfect. Perfect. Spectacular. Amazing, even. And then Disney came along and ruined it. God, Star Wars pre-Disney was fucking peak. It was amazing. Everything was basically fucking canon. All this cool shit was viable. Everything was just chef's kiss. People respected the source material. They didn't shit all over it. Oh, we have a fucking Trekkie among us. Isn't that right? What Sparta are you gonna say Star Trek was better? Know your fucking place. Trash. God. Then so do you just not like sci-fi then? Are you just not a sci-fi guy? And I swear to God, if you tell me right now like fucking original Aliens is peak, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Oh, Force Unleashed was incredible. I'm fine with Star Trek. I'm just gonna say that like if you're gonna walk up to like a Star Wars fan and be like, Star Trek's better, well, listen, motherfucker, I don't need an hour-long fucking episode to tell me that slavery is bad. Shut the fuck up and stay in your corner, okay? Okay. That's fine if you don't like sci-fi, that's fine. Sci-fi is not for everybody. Just like I don't really like horror movies. I think horror movies are fucking mid. I feel like the original trilogy is not perfect, but it's overall good. Every movie has their flaws. The problem is that the movies back then felt like they had more fucking heart than they do now. Like The Mummy. You guys ever see The Mummy with Brandon Fraser? I think it was like a 1996 like fucking action movie. You guys have seen The Mummy, and then you definitely seen The Mummy, I'm sure. Great fucking movie. Has a mummy. I crack myself. But you guys have seen The Mummy, right? Like for sure. Fucking like mercenary dude gets hired by an archaeologist and her brother basically to like discover a fucking tomb in Egypt. Okay, yeah, you've seen the Mummy. Yeah, the Mummy was great. The Mummy was great. The premises were good. Whoa! Hold on there, CD. The Force Unleashed was the best Star Wars game ever? Whoa there, Buckaroo! You don't even crack like the top 3. Sit down, son. You don't know which. You're not even. You might not even be top 5. Take it easy. Dude, Lego PS2 Star Wars games? Fucking knock it out of the fucking park, bro. I'm sorry. Bro. Real Khan was a mercenary? I thought it was in the British Army. I could have sworn he was a mercenary. It's been a while since I've seen the Mummy, but I could have sworn he was hired to actually fucking go and check it out. Bro, listen, boys. You want a top 5 Star Wars games list? Number 1, Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy. Lego Star Wars, the original one, like not the actual second one that added more characters. Like the original Lego Star Wars, peak. The fucking Cantina, wonderful. And no, I don't mean the original trilogy. I mean like Lego Star Wars 1. Lego Star Wars 1, peak. Number 2, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, peak. Now, I'm going to stick to the PS2 and Xbox era. I'm not going to cheat. Number 3, Star Wars Battlefront 2, no question, in the top 3. Immaculate, incredible, perfection. But the Lego games were E for everybody, so they get more of a pass. I'm going to make dinner. All right, Kyle. Number 4. Get ready for this one. This is going to blow your mind. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. My personal opinion, 2 is better than 1. Like, you can put Knights of the Republic 1 here if you want. That's fine. This one's interchangeable, personally, but I would put 2 there. Better designs. Number 5, which honestly, if Lego Star Wars didn't drop 2 bangers back to back, this one would be higher up on the list. Number 5, Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith movie game was fucking incredible. Back when people gave a shit about movie games. I have not played Modded Battlefront 2, but you know, I might get it on PC, might mod it up, have some good shit with that. There's your top 5. And honestly, I could probably list a few more Star Wars games that deserve it before fucking Force Unleashed is good. You get top 10, but you ain't top 5. Let's clarify that one right now. And I'm not using 360 games, only PS2. Because Force Unleashed 2 is kind of meh. Look. Jedi Academy? More like Jedi Mid! I never played Jedi Academy. I owned an Xbox for. I didn't own an Xbox. Look. The complete saga is great, but it'd be unfair to put the complete saga in there. It'd be unfair. Not fair. Buy on Steam, lol. Hasai, I don't have money. I might look at some Steam sales, see what's going on, but I barely have any money right now. Also, I probably won't play Jedi Academy until I get through all the other games on my backlog, to be fair. Look. I'm sorry, but the Force Unleashed was good. It was. But I just know there were better games. Star Wars Commando. Oh, fuck. Republic Commando? I'd still put these games above Republic Commando. I'd still put these games above Republic Commando for sure. Okay, so if I'm really struggling, I would get rid of all the Lego Star Wars games, but they're both peak. Can any of those games drop a Stormtrooper down bottomless pit? Oh, you poor child. But of course, just play Star Wars Battlefront 2 and throw a fucking stormtrooper down the Sarlacc. Which I think the Sarlacc, I believe the Sarlacc does appear in Battlefront 2. No, it's in Battlefront 1's the Sarlacc pit. Well, we had some edges in Battlefront 2. We had some endless edges. We could throw people off. Don't worry. We had those. I'm going to say Battlefront 2 above Battlefront 1 because Battlefront 2 actually was a sequel that made, like, the predecessor, like, better. It was actually better in, like, every way. It was back when they actually cared about fucking sequels. That's all that was in Battlefront 1? Oh, bro, space battles in Battlefront 2 were perfect. I don't know why the fuck the new games kept fucking it up so much. Imagine, as a company, all you have to do is visually remaster Star Wars Battlefront 2. Literally add nothing new, except online multiplayer. And they would have bought it up like literally everyone on the planet would have bought a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 remastered. God, I don't know how the fuck EA sat on that gold mine and really thought we can do a better job. Actually fucking trash takes. Oh, it's painful. Oh, it's painful at times fucking seeing how terrible EA is. Dude, third person and first person in Battlefront 2 were fucking awesome. Unfortunately, when I went back to Battlefront 2, I couldn't play third person anymore. I'm so used to first person now that I kind of have to play in first person. But, like, the fact that they gave me that option was fucking awesome. Dude, the Star Wars Battlefront games were just... They were it, man. Like, fuck, they were great. They had fun game modes. They had unique content. A great campaign. Great maps. Like, what else do you fucking want? I don't want to sound like a boomer and be like the older games did it better. The Mass Effect 2 kind of unbalanced multiplayer matches. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but we really had it good back then. Games had soul back then. Now the game with the most soul. Well, actually, Hi-Fi Rush came out. That has a lot of soul. Play Hi-Fi Rush, not sponsored. But now games had soul back then. Even the fucking corporate cash grabs like Star Wars felt like they actually fucking cared about the fucking game, you know? And Battlefront 2, as it stands now, the new EA Battlefront 2 is a good game. A shame it didn't fucking come out the way it is now. Would have been fucking praised across the fucking lands. Bro, do you know how fucking dead inside I feel when people tell me Elden Ring's like the first AAA game that has soul in it, and I'm like, bro, this is such a cash grab. Bro, it's just Dark Souls again, bro. Like how many nah, dude. You say cap, but nah, man. I die a little on the inside. When people are like Elden Ring's the last game that had like the new AAA game that had like spirit in it, I'm like I just die on the inside. I'm like this is what's left of the soul of gaming. No, I mean people will say, yeah, like dude, when people are like Elden Ring has soul, me look at this open world bullshit, all these trash gaming decisions from modern day gaming, and I'm like this is what soul's been reduced to. Okay. God, it makes me so happy the indie game scenes have taken off. I haven't even beat Hollow Knight, but I'll still recommend Hollow Knight over fucking Elden Ring. You want a good fucking game? Go play Hollow Knight. But now, like, GTA San Andreas, yes, the fucking, back when games weren't fucking afraid to fucking do shit, man. Fuck. It's not just the woke era. It's not. I don't think that's what it is. 'Cause I know some people are like, oh, it's too woke. But no, it's, the games, they're not all there anymore, man. There's something missing. And I know it's not fucking like having, like, it's not like I've changed per se, because I can boot up an old game and have fucking fun. There are games that have great stories and I can still have fun with. Like Hi-Fi Rush was fucking fantastic. DMC, fucking fantastic. Even the Ninja Gaiden game, for what little I played of it, was fucking fantastic. Saints Row 2 was fucking great. I think it's that games just don't have the heart anymore. The developers don't have it in them to fucking try something unique. Again, Hi-Fi Rush took a well, no, not all of them. The indie scene's looking pretty spicy. The indie scene's hitting pretty well. Not well enough though. Even in the indie scene, I'm starting to see some repeats where I'm like, hey, can you guys fucking chill the fuck out there? Hang on. I'm gonna mute myself real quickly. By any chance, did you guys see my brother in the background or no? No? You guys didn't see my brother at any point? Just gotta make sure there, cause he's changing the background. Cause if you guys did see anything about him, I gotta take the stream down. So yeah, like don't fucking lie to me. That can get me in trouble. Games that Soul Half-Life. Oh, dude, Portal's a great example of an old game I fucking played recently. Fucking Portal was fucking just fun. You've been reading over a lemon you've been working on? What? You grow citrus now, Red Dusk? I'll have you know, I only create the most wholesome of content. I create a family-friendly adventure with Alexander and his family. Play Portal with RTX. I heard Portal with RTX sucks. I heard Portal with RTX is broken as like a fundamental fucking like game. I heard like Portal with RTX is fucking trash to run. Yeah, ask Kyle and like you in any time. Family friendly adventure with Alexander and his family. Wholesome things. Wholesome things. Half-Life helped to do the God of War cutscenes? What the fuck? Even Ragnarok, fucking Ragnarok, people will fucking suck off Ragnarok, but Ragnarok didn't have any soul either outside of its story, and even then, like, fuck, those gameplay mechanics aren't a game with soul. They're kind of fucking, like, they're kind of, like, just fucking not stationary per se, but they're not unique. I don't know, man. Like a lot of the gaming scene just ain't there anymore for me. It's just not there. You can see the lack of passion across the board. You can see it. I mean, it's not passion. You can see the lack. I don't want to call it creativity. Maybe creativity is the right word, but you can just see the lack of something in the community, in the gaming scene. Like it's just prevalent everywhere. It's like fucking ridiculous. I don't need your weeb shit, Sparta. Yeah, that's true, Red Dusk. Bullshit reason. Sparta, I don't need your weeb shit. Get out of here. You didn't win a single award at the Game Awards. Your game was mid. Didn't win anything. Dude, Left 4 Dead, dude, like you guys saw me playing Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead's just fucking good. Like fucking Valve made a good game and it stood the test of time. It also has decent mods too. Look, Sparta, I don't need your hentai shenanigans. Oh yeah, I was thinking about downloading CS:GO to give it a try because it's free, but at the same time, I feel like I'm just gonna get attacked by a bunch of like Russian players spouting angrily at me that I'm not doing my job or that I'm not good. I don't need your hentai shenanigans, Sparta. Get out of here. I'm a wholesome YouTuber. I will not be tempted by your bullshit. Dead Island 2 looks good. Yeah, because it's been in development for 10 fucking years! Bruh. And then when games do have fucking soul, they over fucking shoot so damn hard they fall off a cliff. Like Cyberpunk, you can see has soul. No. Duke Nukem was not developed for 10 years. Duke Nukem was developed for 5 minutes. It just took 10 years to find a proper engine to develop it for 5 minutes. Let's not lie to ourselves. Duke Nukem was great too, actually. Not forever. Not forever. Duke Nukem Forever was... It was mid. It was mid. But Duke Nukem as an IP is pretty solid. I think the problem is that they boiled him down too much to like his more egregious character traits. I think the worst part about Duke Nukem is that we'll never see like a return of Duke Nukem as a character. If Duke Nukem ever comes back, he will not be the same Duke Nukem, even like as the old version. Because the older version was more tame in comparison to the newer version that we got in Forever. But like we'll never get Duke Nukem back. They'll never let him come back. Yeah, well we're never getting Duke Nukem back. Most will get as a skin like a Doom game, but we're never getting Duke Nukem back. People just saw the sexual content in Duke Nukem and thought like, oh, that's all there is to Duke's character, and it's all like, no, there was more there. There was more there once. Before you stripped it away. There was more. You fucking animals. How powerful is Duke Nukem? Don't know. Never scaled him. Don't have plans to right now, but I don't know. He might be a fun little side character to scale, personally. I think he'd probably work out solid. I don't know where all his games are though, so that might be a bit of an issue, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll scale him for like fun in the future. Because Duke Nukem 3D, the original Duke Nukem game had Serious Sam. Oh, I forgot about Serious Sam. Yeah, that fucker's that fucker still standing? Didn't Serious Sam 4 kill the franchise? Well, good for him. Glad to see he's still standing. You want to know the guy I'm surprised still fucking kicking? Fucking Postal, dude. Somehow Postal still keeps getting new fucking games. No, Sparta, because your gameplay will be fucking trash. Why the fuck would I let you stream DOA when you can't even barely fucking play it? If we're gonna get a DOA campaign stream, we'll get The Boy. The Boy. I'll be honest. Postal's one of those games where, like, I see it exists. I've never been interested in it, though. It's just like, yeah, you're there. Yeah, look at you. Doing things. 1v1 me then? I would, but DOA got shut down by a bunch of fucking haters, so it doesn't have cross-platform support. God, it's a shame. Now we're getting fucking Tekken 8 this year. Now we're getting Tekken 8 this year. Street Fighter 6 is on the way. Finally. Postal had a movie? Was it actually a movie about Postal, or was it just a movie called Postal that was like loosely based on the game? Because if I recall correctly, Postal 1 had an actual deep storyline, but Postal 2 and 2 didn't really have a story, if I remember correctly. Just wait for a DOA reboot. Why? It's gonna be rebooted fucking trash. Because they're probably gonna change the combat system too. If DOA gets a reboot that loses all the girls, if they keep the combat, I'll still buy it. But it's all like, bro, please, like, listen, I'll sacrifice the waifus in exchange for the combat system, please. So, Postal 1 is about a guy who is mentally deranged being told by some evil angel or demon, I don't remember specifically the details, that everyone is evil and that the world's falling apart and that he's the only one who like he's like the only sane guy left. But you only find out the real story about him going insane over the course of the game as he kills people. Because so think of it like the entire world is against me because they're all fucked up and corrupted and I'm the only one who can see it. And in the first game you just go around killing people nonstop. But I think Postal 1 no. So I think it was confirmed recently that Postal is not the same Postal dude across the board. There are different Postal dudes. If I remember correctly, that was confirmed with Postal 4. Because let's wait and see what they'll do with Ninja Gaiden reboot. If they do keep the old con for the reboot, they'll likely keep the combat for the DOA reboot. You know DOA is probably going to reboot it first, right? Like, real talk. You can play as the fucking psychotic guy in Postal 4. I remember that Postal 4's ending does let you encounter, or at least the good ending, does let you encounter the angel character who ultimately turns the original Postal dude evil. Because at the very end, like, he gives you your van as you're flying, like, you're driving off into the sunset. No, been leaked the Ninja Gaiden reboot's coming out first. No, the leak that talked about them coming out specifically stated that they were both going to get rebooted. They didn't give a specific date when. But what they did state later on from the director is that Ninja Gaiden and DOA, or he might just said DOA isn't planned to be rebooted at this point. But I think he said both Ninja Gaiden and DOA are not planned to reboot at any point in the future. Granted, personally, if you're gonna reboot one of them, you're better off rebooting Ninja Gaiden because DOA still makes a fuck ton of money off the Extreme series. So just making DOA 7 with like new female characters and shit, just putting them in the Extreme series with the new Extreme game is probably a better option. Postal 1 dude is finally free. Yeah, because so Postal 1's original ending was interesting, to say the least. So, after you go through the game, killing everybody in your path, killing everybody around, at the end of Postal 1, I think you only get this ending in the... Another Leo who leaked Wulong and Ronin came out and said that Ninja Gaiden is next. Oh, okay, so that's something else then. I don't know about that then. Anyways, back to the Postal ending. So yeah, at the end of Postal 1, after you've killed everybody, you end up at a school. And at the very end of Postal 1, you try to shoot up the school, but the kids don't die. And at that point, your character goes insane because he can't keep fighting the outside world anymore. Which has a really dark ending in context. However, that was the original Postal 1 ending. The problem is when they re-released Postal 1 with a remastered version, they had to change the ending because of the fact that school shootings had become too common, so there was no shock value to the ending anymore. So the new Postal 1 ending, which I don't really get the symbolism behind, but that's just me. So In the new Postal 1 ending, you go to a church where there's a funeral going on. And you go and try and kill the funeral people, but they don't die. There's one enemy on the map, but there's no one you can kill. So at the very end of the level, the funeral ends with them lowering the body, and when the body gets lowered, the enemy count drops to 0, and the postal guy just falls into madness. I'm sure there's some symbolic theme there I'm missing. I've never been really good with symbolism. The main developer mentions he never killed everyone at the end. No. So in both endings, he never kills anybody. In both endings, he's unable to kill anybody there. I think it's implied that the endings are all in his head. Specifically, so I don't know if that means he gets stopped before that point or something. All I know is that technically, you don't kill the children in the Postal 1 ending, and you don't kill the people at the graveyard in the Postal 1 new ending. No, so Postal 1 had this really nice mechanic. That's a classic angle, is it? So Postal 1 had this really nice mechanic of it had two different stories. If you played the difficulties below hard or expert, because I think there's 5 difficulties on Postal 1. If you played any difficulty before hard, you played as a psychotic gunman who needed to cleanse the earth of its filth because everyone was corrupt. So you had to kill everybody in order to cleanse the earth. You have these edgy lines like, the earth is screaming, I must feed it blood, shit like that. Good stuff. But then if you play it on the harder difficulties, where you go super harder, the story changes to the diary of the postal dude, and he's basically writing about how he's scared and how everyone in the world is crazy and out to kill him, but he's the only one who can see it. He goes to the police for help. In the episode, you shoot up the police, but from his description, the police were shooting him and trying to kill him, so the police were also infected. It just goes on this massive, fucked up angle of a guy losing his sanity, thinking that everyone's out to get him, and just being reaffirmed every time he shows up to a new location with people trying to kill him. So, yeah, no. So it has a really nice addition of having two technically separate stories. If you were to play Postal 1, depending on the difficulty you played, you got a completely different story. Which I think is actually kind of nice. I think that rewards players who can play harder difficulty games while also not completely invalidating the game. No, Postal 1 had neat writing. Postal 2, I don't know all that much about. Postal 3 is Postal 3. And then Postal 4, I have not seen too much about Postal 4. My brother has left for his room, so now I just gotta wait for the hot water to come back up in another 30 minutes. And then I can go. Postal 3 almost killed the franchise. Yeah, but that was Running with Scissors' fault for trusting their fucking IP out to somebody who wasn't them. That's their kind of mistake. They should have fucking known better with that one. Yeah, so again, there won't be a League of Legends stream later tonight. It'll just be this, because I have a bit of a headache overall, and I am tired. I don't think I'll be able to play Leagues and stream at the same time, or play anything and stream at the same time. Thankfully, the stream's gone on a lot longer than I was expecting, so at least, there's some quality content there. Quality. Yeah, overall, the older games just feel better. I find myself, whenever I'm perusing games, I find myself perusing the older titles more often than not. Red Dust, this was a quality stream, and you know it. Don't lie to me, Red Dusk. The stream was fantastic. Superb across the board. Every conceivable way. I should have my co-host on the phone. Otherwise, I'm sure Kyle would have joined and enlightened us with some Australian wisdom. Yeah. Well, I'm agree. Oh, your dots. Wow. Next, you're gonna say I'm not wholesome. For shame. For shame. Yeah, Postal 2 the political commentary significantly, which to be fair, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I think political commentary was a lot more generalized back in the day. I think that was one of my I think that's so like that's why when someone's like, "Well, you brought politics in the games." That's not entirely true. Politics have always been there. It's just that the politics that used to be there used to be more objective, I think is the right word. Less bias, I think less bias is the right word. I don't think it's that politics made their way into video games because politics have been in everything. Postal movie was made by a German director. That does seem to be based. True. Yeah, politics are basically in everything, or more accurately, you can find politics in anything. Like I disagree with the idea that everything has politics. I think that if you try hard enough, you can find politics in everything. Dude is quite unhinged. I'm not the biggest fan of German movie directors. I'm not the biggest fan of movies in general nowadays. So, there's that. I know. So overall, I've never played the Postal games myself. If you take a challenge to the boxing match, ah, one of my people. Son of a bitch. Yep. And had a couple fights against me. Dude, if I criticize the director's like square up right fucking now, I'd be like, all right, fuck it, now let's square up. Let's fucking go. Let's see how this story goes. Every time you land a punch, you're like, and this is for your terrible pacing. But yeah, no. Overall, just a great quality stream. Totally wasn't just me eating food for like fucking 3 hours, basically. Good quality stream. Was allowed to bet money. Dude, if you could bet on yourself in a fight, that'd be funny. It's like, oh, well, I bet $200 on myself. I'll beat the shit out of this director. You know, overall, pretty solid stuff. How's P3 going? I just found out about Yukari's dad and got to hug Yukari at the beach at night. Wait, I was on top chat the entire time, not live chat. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm technically on Operation. Yeah, I've already been Mitsura's father. Does anyone get the PS4 and find me now? No. Why would I do that? I have not met Aegis yet, but from what I've seen of a spoiler in my YouTube recommended, Aegis is at the beach, so I guess I find her during Operation Babe Hunt, probably. Oh no, she's the anti-shadow weapon, isn't she? Oh, that makes more sense. I should have probably realized that when they mentioned it. Yeah, because so I've gotten the call on the phone that like, hey, we have an anti-shadow weapon that's escaped the facility. We don't know where the fuck it is. Oh, yeah, I probably should have fucking realized who the fuck it was. I keep forgetting that Aegis over there is a fucking as a robot. Not Aegis. Aegis. No. So I'm currently. I've just started the section where you have to go with Junpei and Akihiko to go hit on chicks. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably find her like a few minutes into that section. Also, I'm hoping I can finally start the romance with fucking Yukari at this point because like I've already had my fucking my popularity maxed out for a fucking while already. My charm's been maxed out for like fucking like 2 months now. There's an interesting interaction with one of the chicks that wouldn't fly today. Let me tell you right fucking now, nothing about the beach scene would fly today. Nothing about like if this game were remade from the ground up, this entire beach section would probably not be there, or at least not this particular portion of fucking literally creating a fucking operation to hunt down like babes to hang out with. Akihiko wears a fucking shirt. That's so fucking weird. That's weird to me. P5. What about P5? It does that. P5 has like a fucking babe hunting moment. So far, what happens in the beach section? Probably just Junpei being a pervert the entire time, which probably wouldn't. Well, I mean, I guess if P5 is doing it, then maybe like JP just wouldn't care about it per se. I have to remember that Atlas is an Eastern studio, not a Western one. Yet they still treat their customers just as badly as a Western company does. No, they actually treat them fucking worse. You fuckers don't get fucking anything. Yukari's best girl, bro. I don't know what the fuck you guys are smoking. Fucking Mitsuru's a basic bitch. Oh, well, am I gonna fucking romance daddy issues? Like living daddy issues? No, thank you. Bruh, can I just fucking say how fucking stupid it is? Where Mitsuru's like, oh, hi dad, how's it been? Why didn't you come say, like, why didn't you just come ask me for this shit? Uh, uh, you understand that, like, I don't hate you, right? I would have told you all of this. Why are you going behind my back? Why don't you trust me? Why don't you trust anybody? Uh, uh, uh. Get your friend so I can tell them what the fuck's going on. And then just, like, walks away like a fucking chat, and I'm like, wow. It sounds like he's upset his daughter doesn't trust him. Mitsuru, your response. Oh, literally fucking nothing. Yeah, you're best girl? Okay. Mark is red. Yukari has daddy issues as well. Yeah, but Yukari's daddy issues are because her dad is fucking dead. Mitsuru's daddy issues, I literally don't even know what the fuck her issues are. Her dad was literally just like, hey, you should trust your friends more. You should be more open. You should have basically trusted me to ask me to do this. I would have done this for you. And she's like, Bro, she could literally walk up and be like, hey, dad, you know, I missed you. I'm your daughter. I love you. And her dad would probably be like, I love you too, sweetheart. Trust me a little more next time and have good luck at school. What? Super easy, but she's just like, what? Am I gonna find out that she basically cussed out her dad at some point, and like that's why she doesn't fucking like that's why she's so awkward around him? Like, is it gonna be like I blamed my dad for my own grandfather's mistakes? By the way, Zim, your brother 20%. Oh, don't say that. No, that's it. It's time to mod the game. I need them XP values. Well, in order to beat the game, I have to clear Tartarus, right? Like, so I have to clear Tartarus. Because the current Tartarus boss I'm facing literally like almost one-shot my team, so I have to grind now for fucking levels. I've already seen Revolver Jesus, yes. Revolver Jesus has made his appearance. Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to start romancing Yukari because I fucking the month Neo told me to just wait to go through the end, I was just there like sipping tea. I was just like I just went to the cafe at the end of every day and just drank tea every fucking day, and that maxed out my charm. Just 1 month of like just fucking nonstop drinking tea at the fucking cafe maxed out my charm. I went from being a nobody to popular just by drinking tea. Why can't that work in real life? You know. I don't know. I'll probably spend some more time playing P3 just to get it done at this point. I've already got weaknesses covered. Cool, not real life pack. True. I don't know. I think I am gonna look into modding. I think I am gonna look to see if I can mod P3's XP values. Cause good God, I can't. It's fucking. It's so many grinding. Using fusion spells, not yet. I don't have that many. I don't have any fusion spells really. The only one I managed to get a hold of, but I don't really use, is the Jack Brothers fusion spell. You can mod XP values. Okay, so when it comes to video games, you can mod anything if you know what you're doing. The only thing that you usually can't mod. Well, no, Neil told me what I'm doing wrong. It's just that what I'm doing wrong doesn't solve the problem. Because so Neil's answer was, if you're not leveling up fast, you're too high of a level for the dungeon you're in. So I took his advice and I did it the way he said. I'm not leveling up fast. I go to the fucking top of the fucking boss to fight it, and it one-shots me. And I'm like, all right, so clearly Neil's advice ran its course. God, this wouldn't be so fucking bad if there were checkpoints every 5 fucking levels. When you could continue Ninja Gaiden? Probably after. I'll continue Ninja Gaiden when I have like more fucking. I'll continue Ninja Gaiden when I have like more. When I have like a little more freedom in my schedule to move around a little bit. I do not have Shinji yet, no. Sorry, I'm looking at the filters. No, I haven't got that yet. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's horrifying. Oh, that's cool. They have a fucking negative filter than being cringe. Nah, bro. Yeah, I like that one. We'll stick with that one for now. Nah, bro, I'm always wholesome. Ask anybody except Kyle. I'm always wholesome. Yeah, no. So we'll see what happens. I might ask on Reddit to see if anyone knows how to mod the XP values to just like get through it easier. Because the problem is that Angler? Oh, to play Ninja Gaiden? I mean, he might say yes. I think he does need a game series to play after he's done with Darksiders. Welcome back, Newen. Newen, tell them how wholesome I am. Mangler will tell you I'm wholesome. Mangler would not let me down. Oh. Hey, that's not bad. Wait, that's the same fucking... Oh, there's actually a slight contrast. Hey, that's not bad. Look, I do... Listen, guys. I do wholesome family mangas and stories. And like, how's he not done with Darksiders yet? Because he's been playing all 3 Darksiders games, and he finally started Darksiders 1 last stream, so that'll probably take him another 3 to 4 streams to take care of. Darksiders 1 is actually the shortest Darksiders game. So wholesome. It's too wholesome for Amazon. That's why they'll kick my content. Yeah. But overall, yeah. So I'm 40% of the way through the game. Knew him. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck? What's the monochrome filter? I got bored. Anyways, so yeah, so I don't know. I guess I could stay the course and just hard grind it out. I guess. Maybe there's some cheese strategy I'm missing. I have the Jacko Brothers like fucking spell. I heard that's pretty good. Maybe I'll just cheese that for a little bit. I might stream Portable just because I heard that the girl actually has different dialogue from the guy, and for some reason the Portable girl is more based in the guy, which I find kind of ironic, but alright. Jack Bros is RNG. Okay, but like how much RNG are we talking here? Like how much good RNG are we talking here? Like, do you think I could cheese do you think I could cheese the bosses with Jack Bros if I fucking like save scum? Okay, so how busted are we talking here? Like real talk for a minute. How busted are we talking here? Like how silly is it? It's coin flip. No, I'm asking like how strong is it? Like in context, like how strong is it? Like if I were to do it, the next indie game I will be playing is gonna be beating Hollow Knight probably. It downs enemies. You're not answering my question, Asai. So they waste a turn. Wait. Does that also include if I jump in on them or not? I need to beat Hollow Knight. I need to beat Hollow Knight, among other things. I suppose I'll test it out tonight. I like this angle. It makes me look evil. Anyways, yeah, no. I'll take a look because if I could just cheat, if I could just use that to cheese bosses, I'll just cheese it. I just know P4 is peak Neo Persona. Of course it is. It has a Dachi in it. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, so overall, let's talk about some time for how Ark is back on. Fucking knew it with that weird ass answer. So you guys keep saying that there's a 2 or 3 hour tutorial for Persona 5. So I don't know if I should believe you or not on that. Because that sounds like a load of hoopla. I mean, we're talking, that's just like a standard SMT intro, though. Like, that's just standard SMT stuff, isn't it? You guys ain't slick. I still need to play Bayonetta 3 on my perfectly reasonable and perfectly okay console. It's very long and drags a lot. I'll keep that in mind. I don't know what all that New Game Plus means. Why anyone would replay a Persona game is beyond me. Shit's fucking weird. Ha! 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 I don't know why the fuck I would play New Game Plus Persona, honestly. There's little point. Other serious purchases, I'd say skip Bayonetta 3. Damn, Red Dusk recommending the skip. That's a bold recommendation, Red Dusk. That's a very bold recommendation. Ah. Well, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll call a stream there for today because I'm getting the urge to use the restroom, and also because we've already been here 3 hours. So, thankfully, the stream went on longer than I expected, and also I'm still tired, as you guys saw yawning. So, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. The next stream should be up on Monday. There will be no stream tomorrow because Mangler's not streaming Sunday. And yeah, so next stream will be up on Monday with Devil streaming Dragon's Dogma, presumably, unless something happens. Then Wednesday, me and Kyle will start Revelations 2. Then Thursday, Kyle on his channel will be streaming some more Shadow of Mordor or War, whichever one it is. Don't care. I think it's War. I think we're on Shadow of War. And I think Mangler will be back on Sunday for the next stream. We'll see what happens on that one. But yeah, with that said, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. And I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody.